Good evening. Let's see. Hey man. Yeah, it has been a long time. How are you? You haven't left Star Wars The Old Republic, I hope, have you? I don't think it's just you lacking news about 3.0.
I hear you're still catching big
We have
game.
absolutely no
We've been
information.
sent to collect the trader from you.
Easy jobs bore me.
You're good at what you do. No one can argue that. We'll make this quick.
Need to ask you a favor, champion. I want to come with you.
I don't take on passengers.
I mean to serve. Join your hunts. Earn respect from my clan. Give me this honor.
Keep pace, or I'll leave you behind. Got it?
I'm ready.
We're done. Coming, Torian?
Nope.
You can finally show your face and now you're running off. Try to make something of yourself, Arutal.
Ready when you are.
And I suppose I just got my next companion officially. He was listed there for quite some time. Yes, I was reading an article on Reddit today. People start complaining more and more about that soon. Because soon sometimes means half a year. Other times it means 2 years and more in developing and not even spoken about yet.
Always room for one more in my book.
Right now I'm actually
make 'em.
referring to
Call
the
Renault.
guild bonuses
At your
that they
service.
promised, like a guild calendar and
Not much
things
to look
like
at,
that.
but it's home.
No complaints.
Good. I didn't want to hear
Oops.
Be nice, or I'll give you an earful. Come on, I'll give you the tour.
Exactly, yes. The TM is very important.
Nice.
And good evening,
Now I
mate.
know we hit the big time.
I'm sure the story doesn't end there.
Sorry, I'm just so excited. Offers have been piling up since we won the Great Hunt. Mostly not worth our time, but I think we finally struck them
I
with a
hate
blow.
those implants
Some bigwig from
on
AdBlocker
her
just sent
lips.
us an offer with more
On her
zeros
chin,
than I can
actually.
count.
A Das Corp? Never heard of 'em.
Adaska Biomechanical. They're in partnership with the Dre Trust and Zerka Corporation. Big business. They want you to endorse their new line of battlefield adrenals. They're willing to give their current spokesperson the boot, but only if you pick up the contract as soon as possible.
Oh, give away the secret.
I'm a professional.
And I guess
hunter,
you're
not some
talking
celebrity
about time
mouthpiece.
and not
Well,
money-wise.
I am, and for that much money, I'd be glad to fill in for you.
Some dignity.
Can't hurt to hear them out. We're supposed to visit Adask Corp's plant on Quesh to talk terms.
Let me handle the negotiations, and we'll be rolling in credits. I'll only take a 30% cut.
Not how I'd want to be remembered.
So, we headed to Quesh?
Plotting a course for Quesh now.
I'll let a desk corp know to expect us. The Holonet says the Empire and Republic are disputing whose territory Quesh is. Better be careful if we head there.
Why don't you do PvP in WoW? I don't know how it is today, but years ago the PvP system in WoW used to be the best one. Not that there was any other option back then. People were just stuck with only one MMO. Well, figurative, of course. There has always been a lot of other games available, it's just WoW beat them all since 2004. Oh, travel to Quesh. Lovely. Apparently I've done Taris and I just had to finish that quest from Taris now. Good, good, I don't want to go back there. Well, I have to believe your opinion because I don't have one of my own. But it does sound absolutely possible and believable. With so many years on their back, I guess the gap between gear and no gear should be huge.
You'll need Form 1423/D. And, oh, excuse me. Mercs volunteer all the time, but few have your reputation. Let's forget the red tape. I take it you're here to
You're
fight in the Quesh
excused.
War?
What war?
Sorry, thought you'd been briefed. I can't talk about military operations. Let's just say it's a hazardous fight.
Hey,
Quesh
Rotuber.
is highly toxic,
Good evening, mate.
poisoned by the resource the Republic's mining. You'll need a protective injection just to survive.
Well, I think that's still possible here as well.
There we go.
In
That
SWTOR
treatment
war
will protect
zones.
you for the time
Well,
being.
not really 2 shot, but 2 attacks. Because you know
Good
most
to
of
go.
the attacks
Your
are
slips will
multiple
wear off, but
shots.
you can get another injection planetside. You're cleared. Talk to Moff
And
Grayson
depends
if
how
need
you
to
count
fight.
them,
He's in
like
charge of the Empire's war
Gore,
effort.
Ravage, and Force Scream, and the PvE target is just dead. Good evening, Riz. How are you today, man? That must be a good feeling. Just like when you allow at your level 55 character go on the origin planet and let the level 2 mobs hit you. Imperial Garrison. I must say, since I started using Dell Monitor Manager or Dell Screen Manager or whatever that program is, my main screen, which is Dell, looks so much better now. It just has automatically pre-done or prepared presets for different purposes. I'm using the game one at the moment and it looks ridiculously colorful, which is nice. But it looks like that just for me. So your picture shouldn't be affected. Oh, I'm good, thank you. A little boring Monday at work, but I don't get to say that too often, so I enjoyed it. Slow and easy going. What is the difference between Arena and Battleground? Is it the same difference as in Arena Warzone? Do you have stuff for sale? No? I feel the same way, yeah. Probably because I'm playing mostly solo queue. Having no objective is really boring. If I had a constant team to play with, like 3 other people and queue every evening together, I might actually like the arenas, who knows.
They've been on Quesh for years. We can't destroy their entire mining operation overnight.
Gentlemen, we have company. I am Moff Drayson, head of Quesh Imperial Forces. You're here to join our war against the Republic?
Bring me up to speed.
Quesh is a valuable planet, if you can believe it. We're here to stop the Republic's operation.
Enough! We don't need his help.
Maybe a broken jaw will improve your perspective.
Oh, just like when I was teenager, I was watching WWE or WWF, you know, the fighting guys in America. Every time there was a nice punch incoming, they changed the perspective and the camera shooting it.
The miners call it Quesh venom. Lies just
It's exactly the same happening here all the time. All the nice shots and kills and punches.
But the Republic knows how to refine it into high-grade adrenals.
They've been processing the toxins into adrenals for years, with hot help, no less. We've come to conquer their operation and claim Quesh's venom for the Empire.
The Empire wouldn't wage war on this scale just for resources.
Correct. The adrenals are a
So basically Battleground is Warzone in our terms.
Push them enough on Quesh, and the Republic
A bigger team of however people they allow in with an objective.
Once they violate the Treaty of Coruscant, the Empire can strike without risking neutral worlds joining in. We must rile their temper.
Provoking them to all-out war won't be easy.
That's why we must bend them to their breaking point. First, we strike the Republic's venom mines.
The venom produces noxious gas. That's why Quesh is so lovely. It's most lethal in the mines, so the Republic installed specialized filters.
Destroy those filters, release the poisonous gas, and the Republic will have to flee the mines.
They'll declare the mines a disaster site when I'm finished.
Take out every weapon emplacement you can, then get inside and destroy the filtration units. Don't stop until the mines are choked with poison.
I would say that guy is 67 years old. Not that I should care about his age. Really? Give me an example. I know one game that is very likely I would try. Not really sure if I'll play it. I'll most likely not stream it. That's Shadow of Mordor. It's supposed to come out tomorrow, I believe. And it's based in the world of Lord of the Rings, which is a must for me. Not that I've played the other games based on Tolkien before, just LOTRO. But this one coming out tomorrow, I think should be fun to play, and the story should be unique and nice. It's based in a time frame where nobody has explored before. Ooh, time to remember how to shoot things. Oh no, that's not enough for me. Really? It's coming in 2 months? I had no idea. Did you guys get the little wordplay in my title? I've been talking with a friend about Game of Thrones TV series and the Song of Ice and Fire books all day long on Skype. We discussed the short animated series attached as bonus on each of the DVDs for the 3 seasons so far. They're awesome. If you're a fan of the show and you have never seen those lore movies, you have to go see them. Don't worry, that shouldn't be a problem for you, man. As long as you have time to play. I don't spend too much time on my bounty hunter. Right now I can't remember which icon gives me which buff, for example, and that's not good. Let's see. I think that was the one. It's not the last one. Officially there should be 7 of them, 7 books, but the pace with which the story is going on, I think the author will prolong it to at least 8-9 books, depending on how old he gets by the time the 7th one is released. Ooh, a new screen. Did you pick a favorite yet? What are you going to buy? Okay, let's see again. Prototype particle accelerator, that should be the one. Flame burst 45%, rocket punch 60% for rail shot. And it looks like 2 hands and some fire between them. Alright. Lesson learned, hopefully. There it is. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm afraid of. He's getting quite old now. I used to know his age, but I keep forgetting it every time. I do know he is quite old. And at the moment, he's doing absolutely everything he can except writing the books. I don't know if I'm right, but I have that feeling. What do you want to play on PlayStation 4? Do you have a game you picked that you can't play on PC, for example? Or you just like the fact that you can lie back on your couch on the or bed maybe and play from there on a huge 50 screen, 50-inch screen? Of course, I probably don't have an XP Steam. Oh, I do. Surprise. And it will last for another hour. I won't make it from here. Oh, I did. Isn't Destiny available for PC as well? And actually I've heard very bad reviews about it. Yeah, that was exactly my point about Martin. He's so busy doing the TV series at the moment because they're bringing him probably a lot more money than the books ever did. And I don't blame him, it's just that everybody who has ever read the book thinks that the TV show is absolutely miserable compared to the text. The friend I was speaking today with on Skype, he just finished book 3 and he was surprised how awful the show looks in his eyes now after he's finished the 3rd book. And he knows what happens in the end of the 3rd one, quite an important moment. Oh wow, really? I had no idea. So it's just console game at the moment. I watched the review from GameSpot and nothing else. Woohoo! Rocket Punch 60%. Okay, so Rocket Punch is the more important one of the 2 skills that I need to spam. And it hits harder. Hi Farkan. Good evening, man. I haven't seen you in a while. And yes, you can probably say that it's my fault for not showing up online. Don't say it. Well, probably you're right. I've heard there is a lot of farming, but I didn't spend enough time understanding what kind of farm it is. Farming the levels to get to the end game, or farming gear at end game, or maybe both. But whoever thinks that there is no grind in an MMO, they're really stupid. I don't mean to offend anybody, but there is shitloads of grinding in every MMO. That's the bread and butter for the game. No, the webcam is not here. I gave it to my girlfriend for a project of hers. Didn't ask exactly what and why. But she should be home later tonight. Hopefully with the webcam. That's good news. How the hell did everybody reach endgame so quick? Didn't the game release like 1-2 weeks ago? That's fast farming levels. And I think I had a skill lowering my heat when I use rail shot. Where was it? Come on, I know you're... Oh. Rail shot ignores 30%, okay, that's the armor debuff. When it hits a burning target, it has a 100% chance to vent 8 heat. Okay, good, I think I'm already doing that. Just trying to burn the target first and then do everything else. It is good to have time to stream and play again. We are supposed to have a raid, probably later tonight, but I have no idea if we will, because most of our guys were busy today for different reasons. It's just a bad Monday for raiding. And there is a chance we won't be raiding, so I decided to do something other, something else. Yeah. And I suppose none of the new released games are as crappy as people make it out to be. Make them out to be, I mean. Some of the later released this year, or the end of last year, like WildStar and the Elder Scrolls, I think the hype was a little bit too much. On my stream, mostly, yes, mate. And it doesn't matter if you've asked me before, I don't mind answering again. I don't have a second PC for streaming, and when I do PvP on stream, I don't like the quality of my picture, so I avoid doing that. I mean, the quality is bad in general because of Twitch limits, but with high action, it gets even worse. And every time I look at people streaming on Twitch, at least 2/3 of them are doing PvP. I don't want to be one of all. Well, there is nothing new in the game lately. One new flashpoint that's not interested content for pretty much every endgame player, except for running it once or twice for loot or achievements. And after that people get bored again. You know, the operations, we've been farming them for 11 months now, I believe. 11 months for the same PvE content, that's shitloads of time. Way too long. The story is fantastic. Every single quest and storyline in the game is fantastic. The biggest problem is they're releasing them way too far from each other. For example, can you remember how long ago it was when they started Forged Alliances questline? 2.8, I believe. No, 2.7, I think, was the first chapter. That's a ridiculously long time for just 4 flashpoints. I'm hoping for that as well.
Let us out. We're trapped and... Wait. You're with the Empire.
Did the dead commandos
Well, currently, and for the past 2 or 3 years, the only PvP on Twitch that I ever watch is always Star Wars: The Old Republic, so I can't compare it to how other games PvP look like at the moment. I have to say, Lothros PvP used to be very entertaining to watch as well. Very easy to catch and understand, not so easy to play. And before that, Star Wars Galaxies PvP was a joke. Not the system itself, the lag that we had to fight with. I'm too lazy to go to the official website and check when exactly 2.7 was released, but you're probably right, April somewhere. And maybe a little earlier on PTS. Where is that damn last thing that I need to find? Come on. I'll probably go back out and then have to go back in. Unless these things respawn. Ooh, that is the one. Usually when I watch PvP, most of the time I watch Vulkk. He is a very good PvPer and a lot of the time he plays my favorite class. What the hell? Oh, screw you. I'm not doing the bombs. And from time to time I'm also watching Blizz. He's very funny to watch. Unfortunately he doesn't speak while playing. That would make the stream even more fun. But the biggest problem is he's streaming during the day when I'm working. Oh, he's not just an amazing marauder, he's also very good with assassin. And pretty much all the other classes. It's just most of the time when I watch him he's playing one of those two. He claims that he doesn't have a favorite class, but I would have to say it's probably Marauder and Assassin. Oh, come on, climb up! You can do it. Okay. Well, everybody has an opinion, and without trying to be rude, I quite honestly don't care who thinks what. I do have my opinion. And I hope that Vulkk keeps streaming PvP. He is the guy I prefer to watch, but unfortunately he streams a lot less than Snave. Val. Most of his names are Val with the weird letters in the middle. He's from my server, the Red Eclipse. I don't think he has another ults on different servers. That's way too many, man. How do you find the time to watch so much? And from time to time you even visit my channel, which is usually PvE content. Oh, about the companion, I don't think I'll switch to anything else. Trick is just too awesome. About the mount, I can't even remember which one I'm using. Oh, this is the special one. You are unemployed? Oh, okay, that's a reason. This is the dream, by the way. I don't know if it's the case for you, probably not, because you use that fat smiley. the crying actually smiley. But my dream is to sit at home, play games, and enjoy the sunrise and the sunset, and the money will be just flowing without me having to work. How about that? Everybody dreams about this, but when it actually happens, I'm sure me and everybody, pretty much everybody else who is a working person, will get bored. Not having to go at work and complain about work every day. What kind of a life would that be? Yeah, he's streaming too late. I'm usually falling asleep when I see the email about him going online. I think yesterday or the day before, the last email I saw from his stream was him streaming Diablo 3. Or WoW. No, it was Diablo 3, I believe. At least the title looked like a Diablo 3 stream. Which is a game I've been thinking about returning to for quite some time now. I have a Barbarian level 20 something, Monk level 15 or so, just a complete noob. And what was the Wizard? Was it Wizard in the third game? I think I have one of those at level 20 something as well. I tried playing the RPG based on Game of Thrones. I think that game was released a couple of years ago. Horribly looking graphics. Very good story, but very poorly told.
Quesh to your liking. It's an acquired.
You are? What are you playing?
Fringe benefits to being stationed on a hut-controlled planet. You should try the local.
And also I tried starting again the first episode of Walking Dead. It's a very nice story game, but unfortunately I really don't have time to play it.
Galaxy's adrenal industry. You can find all the latest adrenal formulas available right here in our civilian markets.
What exactly is endgame? Going through the same levels and same bosses, farming for better gear. I would really prefer to take my time and do the story. As crap as it is usually in Diablo games. Actually, the story of the first Diablo was very good, because it was the first and it was unique.
Experimental formula to attestation for final testing. Industry rumors about the formula's effects are nothing short of miraculous.
And Diablo 1 was so dark, so I wanna say scary, but I was a stupid teenager when I played it, so probably the scary factor was based on my years.
To distribute it among our troops, after I've tested its safety, of course.
Seasonal Witch Doctor.
Nice. This formula, if it's worth something to you.
I can't remember what I played in the first Diablo, but in the second one I mostly played Barbarian. It became my most favorite class. And between 2000 and 2010, probably, I was playing a lot of Diablo.
So it'll be better protected than it appears.
Hunter, a sergeant's operating budget isn't befitting a duchess or anything, but I'll pay you good to make some Republic dead. Operation was to move in, secure the area for a supply depot, move troops and equipment deeper into the mines. Casualties, 13. Dead, 12. And I count 6 broken ribs.
I don't even know what a rift is, but I do know that they've been promising PvP arenas in Diablo 3 for what, 2 years now?
Some kind of adrenals. They weren't human, they were animals. They shrugged off blaster fire like bug bites and then tore into my squad. I only survived because a grenade knocked me senseless. My plan was to rush in there, take all the adrenals I could find, and complete the mission. But you might have better success. We need that supply.
Let's switch back to this game actually for a moment. What would you guys say about the Inquisitor story? Is it fun? Not the gameplay, just the story of the character, of the class.
They can play that game, so can the Empire.
Can you compare it to another story?
make sure
I've
other
heard it's
squads
very
inside
similar
do
to
nothing.
the consular story for some reason. And that's the last story that I actually haven't even started yet. I'm very interested in trying it. Perhaps in a month or so, when we finish the last
Excuse me?
ugly deadline project at work, so I have more free time.
Bravo team died without completing their mission. I picked up where they left off.
Dead? Then we're fortunate you came along. I'm humbled and grateful. Taking out that convoy saved our skins. We owe you more than thanks for taking on
You
this
wouldn't?
job,
Okay.
but thank you.
That's good, because I didn't like the consular one. Maybe if I played it from the dark side point of view, the consular would be fun. But I decided to be the good guy. Damn. I picked up quests all over the place and I'm completely lost. Let's maybe try and start them one by one. Oh, lovely. I have to go back to that cave. I probably forgot to check it when I was there. Really? Okay, I'll stick to the bounty hunter at least until I finish it then. I tend to agree about that, yes. I am actually replaying the Asian story at the moment because my operative is level 55. She's been 55 for God knows how many months now. Maybe, no, not a year, but at least half a year. And her story level is, her story is still around level 40 probably. Yeah, it should be before 40 because I don't even have the 5th companion slot yet. The 4th one, I don't have the 4th companion slot available. Which is after Hot, I believe. Around Hot, level 40, 42. And then at 48 is the 5th companion slot for missions. I used to have a plan, or a dream, let's call it a dream once, that I will have maxed out the factions of all of my characters on all of their companions. I gave up on that when I actually ran out of money a year ago. It's so boring and slow farming money. I can agree with you absolutely about the Marauder. I'm too mid-level yet for the agent story to be able to compare them with the first one. On my sniper, I played everything dark side. I was killing everything that gave me a chance to kill it. I wasn't very proud with it, but still. Decision. I still like Unload, even though it's not very useful for this spec. Whoa! Look at this! +1 level. What do we get now? Tech critical chance. Nice. More damage on the dots. Oh, it's actually only on the dots below 30% HP. That's still fine. I've never played the light side, but I played the ending quest in 2 different ways. I won't give away the story in case someone hasn't experienced it yet. It's fun. Yeah, crappy skill upgrade. What can I do? Do I have anything to equip? No? Come on. I think I have in my inventory, in my bank. I've played my shadow tank, dark side, but I don't think I've ever played an Imperial character with light side options so far. And I think I'll do a huge mistake if I do that with my last class that I haven't started yet, the Inquisitor. Ouch. What do you mean by endgame? PvP or operations? It's a widely known fact that it's a lot easier to do ops with Pug or with a guild or whatever if you're a DPS. To start learning them, I mean, if you know the ops and the boss mechanics, it shouldn't be a problem to play a tank. Hey Raj, good evening. Well, I would say play whatever you prefer, because sooner or later the nerf bat will come back to the game. Not just for the Juggernaut, but for the Powertech as well. Whoa. I've never played a tank myself in PvP, ever. Well, I did a little bit in Star Wars Galaxies, but I don't think that counts. Is it really fun being a tank in a Pug? I mean in solo queue, for example. And another question, when you do regular war zones, do you care about switching guard to your other teammates, or you just keep it to your friend Cyrus or whoever else it might be with you in the group? Because I tend to notice that pretty much when you have two people from the same guild or just two friends playing together in war zones lobby, especially lobby PvP, the tank is guarding the other one in most cases. Unfortunately for me, it's the healer, and they never ever switch, regardless of how far away the healer might be or if someone else next to them is dying. And I have two explanations. The tank doesn't really care about the other people, he just wants to protect his buddy, or maybe lack of experience. And that's exactly what I was trying to explain to a viewer on my YouTube channel today. He posted a funny or a weird comment on my latest video from yesterday. He was asking me why I keep bashing the guarded healer. Why the hell not? He is guarded all the time. The tank just doesn't switch it, and someone should bother the healer. I'm supposed to leave the commando alone to do whatever they want? Yeah, exactly. Oh, I have to kill a lot more of these guys. That quest is finished. I suppose I forgot to click on the spawn point. I don't think you should worry about that. People who underestimate the role of the tank, they just don't do a lot of PvP. That's my most simple explanation that I can possibly come up with. And I don't know if it's the same on the Tom, but here, especially in lobby PvP, nobody ever votes for the tanks and for their protection abilities. Everybody votes for the highest healer, or sometimes for the highest objective. And quite rarely for the highest damage. Which, for good or evil, usually is my Marauder. But, well, yeah. I'm at the moment level 54 and I do have a lot more skills than the poor guys level 30 something.